What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so yeah, I know some people on the Facebook page for Star Trek Online, not their official one, the kind of the fan-created one, and at least my Fleet ones were a little bit excited for a crystalline cataclysm event. No, that's only for the console. I wouldn't. Y'all play the console or great because you can control it. I don't want to try to like. Aaron remembers watching me play and me navigating. I don't want to have to navigate the crystalline entity. Oh hell no. That's me bad. Other than that, you know, there actually is real news for the PC version. So anyways, quick thing about the crystalline cataclysm is what this is it's the crystalline entity, but like every phase it pops up new hazards. Sometimes it's gravity well, sometimes it's Tychon's Rift, sometimes it's subspace black lightning thing. There's another one that pops up. I forget which one it is. There's like 4 or 5 different ones, but every third of its health, it goes into its little and leave. And for those of you on console, what you have to do is, since you don't have super duper powers from all the reps, traits and stuff, you gotta get away from 10 kilometers so that you don't get destroyed. If you want to assist with the optional, considering you can't solo the optional, you have to make sure that a third of the players don't get destroyed in that boost, in that thing. So people gotta leave, and then you come back into 10 kilometers. If you've talented into the long range targeting sensors, just sit at like 8. And then when it gets close to its number, you know, it gets close, it gets to like, you know, 60, and it gets to like 70% or 35%, just start backing up. Maybe hit evasive maneuvers to get out back up that much farther, but it has to charge up an ability. In terms of the rep project, it's basically do it 14 days in a row. The whole thing will maybe last 16, 17 days. Considering it'll last 2 weeks, it'll probably last 3, so 21 days. Which allows you to not have to do it every day for the event, but you pretty much do it 14 times, and you get a chronoton, or you get an anti-proton torpedo that's considered a must-have by so many people. And I'm like, but it's AP. It's not really that big a deal anymore. It used to be many years ago. AP was like the way to go, but not so much anymore. Those of you still on PC, there is apparently a keyring bundle. Not necessarily sure. I think though they're just bringing out the bundle. It says for a limited time starting today, players will be able to purchase this. Today was last Thursday. We're a little behind on the times here. The special pack includes 20 keys because you used to buy 1, 10. Now you can get 20. This is for $22.50 Zen, so basically $22.50. As an additional special promotional offer, you get a single ultimate tech upgrade, and applying that item will immediately make any upgradable piece of equipment instantly set to its mark and quality maximum, usually mark 14 and gold quality and 0 dilithium cost. So if you've got that nagging piece of gear that you're like, I really want to get this epic, like an Omni AP beam, because you're in that AP group of folks, then yeah. Then do that and you'll get Mark 14 gold. It'll have all its qualifiers and it'll be good to go, and it won't cost you any dilithium. It'll go until the 10th. So today's the 27th. It'll go for the next 2 weeks. Until Columbus Day. Yay, Disease Day of America. Anyways, so what else is coming? We covered the timeline, the Junior Officer Weekend is a bunch of shit. Station K13. There's actually a little story here for the first one. It says Fleet Station K13 returns. And it's got a little story. I didn't actually do a lot of stuff, so I don't remember where what the deal with K13 is. It says at the conclusion of the episode Painful Omens, K13 is lost to a temporal anomaly. During our update later this year, the player will be able to discover the fate of K13. Is that the one? Oh no, okay, no, I remember that mission now. I kind of breezed through it, but yeah, I remember that one. The station got sucked into a temporal anomaly of the red guys and the red ships. I've been playing too much WoW, and I want to say, is it the Viking? Is it the The Vrykul, the guys with the red ships that we had to fight, and they still have it, it's just nobody does it anymore. Jumping back and forth in time. Yeah, I'm being a bad Trekkie right now. I do not remember what those guys' names are. Okay, I looked it up. It's the Nakul. I don't know why the V was showing. It's probably because I was looking for an apostrophe, and because I knew it was in there, but that's why the Vrykul came in, because not cool. But anyways. And then with the No Man's Sky, the Viking, it still has an apostrophe in there. So that's where my brain was going. So those guys opened up a portal, it got sucked through, and then the story about what's going on, blah, blah, blah. What it actually is a fleet holding, so we're gonna have something beyond the research lab. Just another thing to crank stuff into, which I will probably be doing after a fashion, but I'm gonna let some of the people in the fleet do their own stuff. Get some stuff on the easy stuff and get some progress on it before I start barfing like a million dilithium at it. But what it's going to do is allow you to buy gear that's like top end, that is of the old look. And probably those old screechy weird sounds. Like you can get the phaser rifle that goes like boo, 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 and you're like, you always know when there's someone running around with one of those like immediately, and you're like, if the mission has to diverge, like minor instabilities, oh, they're going west, I'm gonna go south. You don't want to be around that sound because they spam that. Because it's like, just stick with the phaser. You know, It says the old space station once held the distinction of studying alien biology and technology, and information gleaned from those studies still exist in the database, waiting to be repaired, to be put to use to defending the quadrant from exotic threats. From the 23rd century, fleets will find blueprints and schematics for new engineering ship consoles, as well as some interesting weapons encountered in the original series. The very last thing here makes me think of like hipster Trekkies. It says, we hope you and your fleet, hipster in a way, basics, like pumpkin spice latte, hipster Trekkies. This is a really weird concept, but let me read this to you and hopefully you guys agree. We hope that you and your fleet enjoy restoring this classic piece of technology and reliving the aesthetic of a bygone age. It's time to bring this beauty back to life, and you have the keys. Yeah, it's like, they make it sound like you're restoring an old car. And my dad restored old cars. Okay, restored one old car and then tried to work on a second one, but I think the first one he kind of burned out on, because it was really good, it was really nice, but then that second one just never quite worked very well. May have been too old of a car. But general idea is, it doesn't say what system it's going to be in, and there's anything specific. I mean, this was posted Wednesday, almost a week ago. So, there's nothing. It says it'll be coming soon to Tribble, so maybe this Thursday, the 29th. We'll have to see. If there is a news barf about it, it'll be next. We'll talk about it next week. I've checked. There is nothing new. Just everything as of last Thursday. I know a lot of people are complaining that they seem to be putting more cool stuff into the consoles, and that there isn't enough cool stuff on the consoles. I was like, you have to remember that PC Star Trek Online has 6 years to develop stuff, and while yes, they could implement some of this stuff straight into the consoles, if they put it all into the consoles, it would be overwhelming. So they need to entice people a little bit more. And they're probably going to bring it out faster than they typically do. I mean, it's already got, I don't know if they have fleet start bases yet, but they don't want to inundate everyone. They want to tease a little bit, but they don't want to, because I know people love to just chew up content. I'm playing WoW right now. If you want to talk about chewing up content, we can discuss that in the comments. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting to go to Raid Finder. But I'm gonna go to the gym first. Anyways, so, yeah, that's what's going on with that. Like I said, if anything comes out, you'll find it next week. I've had people private message me on Facebook and try to throw out their angst about playing the console version of Star Trek Online, that the controls suck, and I'm just like, I agree with you. It's sort of like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, do you want me to fight you on this? Do you want me to pander to you? I don't really know. I'm just like, I completely agree that the controls suck. Although it is not completely unmanageable, it's something I prefer not to do. Obviously, I got almost up to Commander and could probably get myself to level cap, but I got better stuff to do. I got an Anorax to play around with on the PC version, not a crappy little science vessel. And then I'm going to be stuck with the Deep Space Science Vessel because thematically I just have to go with the Deep Space Science Vessel unless I have a Vesta. But that's the thing, is I don't, even though I merged the account, I don't have the Vesta from the PC version, so it's sort of like, why? Like, I can roll a science officer on the PC version and still get the Vesta afterwards if I go Federation. But I've got enough free ships otherwise from the various years and various giveaways that I can hold off a pretty much a good character over on the other, on Klingon side. And that's considered Romulan also on other side. I don't have many Romulan specific ships, but anyways, so that's what's going on this week with Star Trek Online. I have not been playing much because, like I said, there has been a lot of not so much happening on the PC. But now that the K13 is coming out, I will probably log in and help out with some of the less less copious amounts of stuff that people have. Like, they're probably gonna, nobody's gonna dump duty officers on stuff, but everyone's gonna like tooth and nail fight to the death for fleet marks. Like, the thing's gonna come open and people are like, I'm gonna throw 1,000 fleet marks at it because I've got 1,000 fleet marks. And I'm like, thanks. Because you guys go so fast at the fleet marks is why I've got 20,000 fleet marks. Fleet marks? Credit. Whatever. The ones you get, yeah, marks. Because I can't ever put them on the stuff because people put it in right so fast. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's good, but I guess I'll just put in the 200,000 dilithium over here. That works, I guess. But yeah, so I will chat with you guys next week. So hopefully good news comes out about the K13 thing. I mean, I'm going to be interested in the stuff that comes out of K13, even though I don't like the aesthetic of the original series, orally or visually. But I'm much more of a futurist style person. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next week.